So, welcome everyone to Grow. Get ready with entrepreneurs. Our session today is what can ChatGPT actually help me with? And our speaker is going to answer some of those and give us some demonstration. And if you don't know Sammy yet, Sammy is a discovery coach and an AI specialist, and he has a lot of great ideas, including ideas is his framework, and he'll explain a little bit more about that. But what that stands for is identity, direction, execution, authenticity, and selves. So Sammy's discovery coach, but we bring him here today not only because of his skills as a coach, but the fact that he is an AI specialist and learning and continuing to learn about that every day. And he's going to share with us some insights. So connect with Sammy. His link is there in his bio. So I'm going to pass this over to Sam. Welcome, Sam.
Now, being in a group of people who are here to learn about AI, there is probably more optimism than most groups. I find a lot of people with AI, it's very fear-based, and there's a lot of unknown, unanswered questions. And so I kind of wanted to drill on just a few of the fears that I've seen from business owners' perspectives. And if someone could just jump in and say you can see me, it's the go-to Zoom thing to do. But can you see my screen here?
We're all good, Sam.
Okay, amazing. So these are kind of the four, doing a bit of research beforehand and just kind of through my observation, these are some of the common business owner AI concerns I've seen. So the first one, is AI going to replace my business? Hear things like, if AI can do it faster, cheaper, and better, what happens to me? AI will dilute our brand. So sure, it can write emails, but it doesn't sound like us. AI will depersonalize our client experience. So it's taking away some of the human elements some people see. And then AI is too generic to be useful. Many people say, oh, I've prompted it, but I can do it better than AI. And so I wanted to address these four different things and try to have a bit of a reframe to create a bit of excitement leaving here today. So just going to go through one of these at a time, and each one will have a reframe and a use case. And I tried to do, originally this presentation was going to be all about specific business hats that AI can wear, but I wanted to just get a little bit more back to the basics and try to explore a few things that you all maybe haven't really thought of, or it's just underutilized tools that I see. So let's get into it. So fear number one, will AI replace my business? And the reframe is, the businesses that adopt AI don't get replaced, they get ahead. So AI is here to stay, and so is your business if you properly implement it. I really do believe that AI is as big as the internet, if not bigger. There is a lot of questions and a lot of curiosity I have about where it's going to go. But I just wanted to do a quick little demo as to how you can utilize AI in a way that you maybe haven't. So do we have any? I need one volunteer who wants me to kind of use their business as kind of the case study. So if anyone wants to jump in or throw their business into the chat, then I'll use that kind of as the demo to have a bit of a consultancy of it.
Sure, you can use mine.
Okay. And what's your website, Carrie?
So it's teammojo.ca.
Teammojo.ca, like that. Let's see here. This is it?
You got it.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this link. I'm going to, great looking website, by the way. I'm going to open ChatGPT, open a new chat, and then up here you can change what model you use. So most people use it just the one you open it and then they start to type as if it's Google. I'm going to go to O3. It's more advanced reasoning, so you can kind of see how it thinks. And so I am doing a presentation and wanted to create a McKinsey level consultancy report for this website. And then we're going to go into tools here and click run deep research. And it's amazing what this will come up with. So it'll likely be like, okay, great. Yeah. What are the main objectives of the report? So Carrie, if you wanted to help me answer these questions here.
Okay.
What is the main objective of the report? I'll just say, give me everything.
Oh, okay.
2, who was the target audience? Who would you like it to be made out to? Do you have a team with you?
Sure. Yeah. So you can say founder and marketing team.
Founder and marketing team. Great. Do you want competitive analysis included? If yes, sure. Which competitors? You tell me based on
Yeah.
research. I'll just say that. And then give me everything. Thank you.
Okay.
So we'll just have this run in the background. This one isn't as immediate, but you'll see it's going to start to do research here. And on the right-hand side, once it starts pulling these things up, it'll have different sources that it pulls from, and it's going to scan the entire internet and do a bunch of research. So we'll come back to this at the end. But just as this works, I'll kind of run through the rest of the presentation here. Now, I just wanted to check in real quick. Is there any questions before we carry on here? Any thoughts around AI replacing your business?
I have a very quick question. That drop down that you use, that's a paid version, right?
This is, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm unsure if you can use it on free or not. I haven't done too much research on that. Already though, you can see that it's coming, it's looking up Team Mojo and it's coming up with different things. And so we'll kind of let that do its thing in the background, but I'm obviously biased because I am an AI user and I'm the AI advisor for Grow. But I think the 26 Canadian or American a month for ChatGPT Pro, it's worth it given you'll see what it can do. And in my opinion, it's an investment worth making, but that's up to your own discretion. So as that runs in the background, we'll carry on to the next one. So fear number 2, AI will dilute our brand. And the reframe is, with a little context, AI can speak in your tone better than most interns. So we're going to go back into ChatGPT. I'll open a new document here. And I wanted to show you guys a feature that I feel is very underutilized. So if you click in the top right here, you'll see your settings. You can go to, let's see where it is, customize ChatGPT. And within here, what should ChatGPT call you? So we'll say, Sam, what do you do? Good question. And then what I had it do, so I actually didn't write any of these things, but I went into ChatGPT and just based on its memory, which I'll get into in a little bit, I had it create. Well, I mean, we can just do it now. So I'll show you. So I'll take a screenshot of this. So Command Shift 4 if you're on a Mac. Let's see, and then we'll go into a new chat and say, can you help me revamp this for maximal clarity and output impact? So you can just kind of prompt it to say, I want you to write these things. And so you'll see what it comes up with here. And so if you have a different business or use it for individual use or whatever your use case is, try to give it as much detail as possible. The more personalized you can make it, the more you can. I'm going to switch the model back here as well because it's now doing, we don't need it to do that. I'd prefer if it used ChatGPT 4.0 rather than 3 or 03. It just is a little bit simpler. It's not as in depth, and that's sometimes better than the breadth that it will have otherwise. So let's see if we can regenerate here. I'll just go back and get that screenshot again. I'm not sure if that one worked. So customize ChatGPT screenshot. Could you revamp this for maximal? Okay, so here it is. It's creating it again. Which you call me. I build stories that explore the paradox of being human in the age of AI. That would be true. I want ChatGPT to be my creative co-pilot, sharp, playful, and brutally honest. Every conversation should serve as a mirror rooted in the ideas framework. And it knows about ideas. That's kind of when I'm not doing AI consultancy or coaching, I'm building out kind of a way of living. It's called ideas, and that's, I don't want to get off on a tangent on that because we're here for AI, but it's something that if you get me talking about it, I won't shut up. So I'll spare you the listen. Anything else ChatGPT should know about you? So again, you can see how if we were to take all of this information, you could simply copy paste it, go back into settings, customize ChatGPT, and then I'm not going to revamp it because I like what I have, but you could put it in there and it'll just, now all of the prompts will be based upon the customization of it. And so honestly, this is where I wanted to start because this is such an underutilized feature that I really feel can help get you that catered response, can help get you what you want to see. And so that's a use that I think is very, very high leverage and can help you really tap into the benefits of AI. Now, moving on to the next one. Before I do, though, just wanted to check in again if there's any questions or thoughts around what you've just seen here. I will take your silence as a resounding let's keep going. So fear number 3, AI will depersonalize our client experience. So it's taking away from some of those human elements. That's a big fear around it. And as we heard at the top of the hour from a couple people in this call, AI is actually taking over the menial work so that you can focus more on people. And so my prediction for AI is that it's actually going to allow people to tap more into the human side of living because we're not going to be bogged down by spreadsheets and market research and all of the tasks that take up time. And so what I wanted to show you is, many of you were here on the last call last week, but I actually recorded it on my phone and Laura had recorded it as well, but I'll show you what you can do. So, and you can see this is working. We have the 16 sources. This is the for the first business for Team Mojo. It's just kind of working through that consultancy here. So, but I'll open a new chat and I'll just go, I'm doing a live presentation and wanted to show how we can use your listening and transcriptions for summaries of Zoom calls. Here is the attached PDF. So what I did is I took the recording, I uploaded it into a program called Descript. So I can actually just show you that real quick. And the tough thing is, this is one more subscription. I'm sure eventually ChatGPT will get to a point when it does it itself. But what I did, so you can see GRE Grow Session down here. I took the audio file, sent it from my phone, uploaded into here, and in a minute I had a full transcription that I put into a PDF, and then took the PDF and I'll put the PDF into here. So this is a full transcription, and let's see what it comes up with. So this is a good little summary for last time when we talked about how can we talk to ChatGPT, which is what we covered a little bit last time. So you can see it does an excellent job summarizing it. So human-centric prompting, here's ideas again. Prompting in layers, don't be afraid to over-prompt. Blind spot detection, content creation. So you get the idea, right? There's a lot of use cases, and if you don't like what you're seeing for prompts, a key use case is to just be like, could you, I'll use a weird example. Could you rewrite this in a tone that will be useful to first-time entrepreneurs who have no idea what is going on? I'm talking about myself. I know we're in a group of amazing people here today. So here's a version, blah, blah, blah. So you're new to AI. Cool, let's talk. So you can see how it immediately changes the language based on how I've prompted it differently. And it was actually fascinating too. Last night I was doing a bit of a run through, and I can be quite authentic, I guess I will say, with AI, aka lots of egregious language and things like that. And it actually knew, because I had told it I was in a presentation, it knew to match the vibe of a presentation rather um, than to just use what we always use when we chat, because it was a little bit cleaner for a presentation's sake. So it's very intuitive as well, as long as you prompt it as such. And so um, yeah, AI will depersonalize our client experience again. You've seen how, because we're now all here, we're all fully present, you can have AI listening in the background to provide notes. I believe some people in this call have AI note takers, and it's even faster than what I've done. I think there's, I'm forgetting what type of AI note takers there are, but there's many that you can use throughout presentations, and it'll just give you how many people talked for how long and who and what was going on with all that. So before I move into the fourth fear, I was just curious to any thoughts, questions, inputs from anyone.
I have a quick ask, Sam. Can you go back to what you just did? Can
Yeah.
you then ask ChatGPT to put it in the form of a blog? Because we want to put the recording on the Grow website and
Okay.
have a blog to our entrepreneurs, which is the audience, and with some key takeaways from this from last week. Okay, just something practical.
Ridiculous. So here it goes. And if you don't like how it prompted it, just prompt it again. You're not always going to get it right the first time. But you could see if you had this and then you integrated the video in here and you had the mailing list and you have a call to action. It provides the 5 little summaries here. So this was done, the total amount of time and work that this did to write this blog post, and we could add in more research and more sources and everything, but first draft is probably 5 minutes. There's a little voice crack that happens often to me, so please bear with me. But you can see a headline variation, so it offers suggestions as well. Laura, did you have anything more you wanted to do with this?
No, we'll refine it afterwards. I just wanted to show that we could take that and go, okay, now what are we going to do from a marketing standpoint?
Yeah.
Right?
You
It's
could
like
be
a
like,
blog and then newsletter like you had asked it to.
I'd like to repurpose this onto my social media accounts. Provide me a detailed roadmap for this repurposing. Here you are. So it's giving different use cases in all different formats, and so tons that you can do with this. And I don't know if any of you have seen the new AI Google just dropped, but its video making is getting to the point where me, as someone who makes videos online, it feels hard to compete. But in that vein, I feel like there is a lot of opportunity for human content to actually thrive in an AI dominated platform. AI, what it doesn't have, it has an access to infinite knowledge, it has an access to everything online. However, it doesn't really have a soul. It doesn't really have, it can explain to you what emotions are, but it doesn't feel like humans feel. And so, to the point about the business fears and kind of the depersonalization of it, AI takes care of the back end things so that the front facing things, these sessions, chatting, meeting with everyone, can be more human oriented despite moving in a very technological sense. So we can move on here unless there's any other questions.
There's just a quick one. Carrie's wants to know how you move to the next line in the prompt field without entering a partial prompt by hitting enter. Can you do that?
Oh yeah, you just click shift return and you can just move like that. So shift return. If you just click return, it'll prompt it. So like blah blah blah, and it'll probably be like, "Hey, what are you saying? Looks like you mistyped." Yeah, there you go. Just testing you. See how it talks to me? What do you want to build next, boss? Anyways, so fear number, did that answer the question, by the way? Just shift return. I don't know how it works on Microsoft. I use Mac computers. But anyways, I'll carry on if there's not any follow-up to that. So
Thanks, Sam.
So AI is too generic to be useful. So reframe, the quality of your outputs reflects the quality of your inputs. AI is a mirror of your prompts. So another feature I really wanted to show you, and this is, I haven't actually pre-sourced this, so there could be some interesting things in here. But if you go into ChatGPT and you go to, let's see, I mean, let me just ask it because I don't exactly know. Where is my memory in here? So your memory. So one of the features I wanted to hone in on here is that ChatGPT remembers everything across different chats. And I think its capacity for memory is higher in paid versions. Of course, I need to have a reason for you to up your paying and use of things. But what you'll see in here is, so settings, personalization memory. So settings, personalization. Where? Oh, here it is. So memory. So within here, if you go to manage memories, this is all of the memories that my ChatGPT has over. I mean, I just had to reset it actually because of how much I use ChatGPT got full. But these are just based on different things I have. These are all different things have within memories. And so just to show you how this works from a different perspective. So based on my memory, could you provide me a high level summary of where I am and where I'm headed? This is for a presentation, so be nice to me. So based on everything that's prompted, it has a ton of insights into everything that I'm doing. And this is, it's really cool. This is, I mean, you can see how quickly I prompted it to come up with this. But the point is, the more you feed ChatGPT, the more it will know about you and the more useful it can be. So if you're not being very specific or you're being too generic, your prompts will reflect that. And so I think what I see a lot of uses be, like, people will go in and be like, so like very simple, like, help me write blog post, and it'd be like, it's not, you're not giving it much there. So now it will ask you for more clarity, more context, and when it gets that context, you can now move more into just it's better with more context is the kind of the takeaway here. So let's see where this is at. Okay, so we'll get to this in a second. But are there any questions around kind of the generic point I honed in on, or anything else that has come up for you guys? I don't know if I'll ever get used to the awkward silence on a Zoom call, but we're just gonna carry on.
So I'll say something. I think it's pretty
Yeah.
cool, the fact that you can basically tell it how to address you and personalize it. It's like I use it on a very low level and I find it a really useful tool, but I'm finding it more and more useful thanks to you.
Yeah, and that's actually a great segue into the kind of this next slide. So the overarching takeaway I want you all to have is we all got to develop the habit of thinking with AI. And so there's a few different uses that I have. Like I've shown you, I wanted to, originally it was around ideas, and then Laura and I had chatted and she said make it more business oriented, but ChatGPT can be used for everything. And I'm one of the people that's like in the grocery store taking photos of items, and it will like give me a detailed breakdown of the nutritional facts. And so like you can use it for genuinely everything. And so some other uses that I've had. So I'm a big golfer, so I use it to help me get better at golf. So I'll like take a photo of the shot that I'm facing. I'll be like, hey, I am this caliber of golfer. I swing right-handed. What is my best shot shape here given my skill level? And it'll be like, oh, based on that, you need to consider these things. And it just goes very granular, very fast. I also love chess. And so I'll upload the moves into ChatGPT after, just screenshots of it. And it will be like, okay, well, you blundered in move 17 because your outpost, like whatever, it just gets very deep into chess stuff. Philosophy exploration, that's the ideas thing. So it's really helped me go really deep into that. With like the informational use that I have done for this business here, with Team Mojo, I did that for ideas as well, and it's just really helped me get a ton of clarity. That's something I really wanted to hone in on, is that AI is as smart as how you prompt it, and it holds up a mirror. It only has the answers that you prompt it for, but it also is very attuned at helping you. It can see what you need based on how you prompt it and help you reframe your thinking. So the notion of, oh, AI is going to take over my ability to critically think, I actually think it's the opposite, where it's enhancing your ability to critically think because you have so much. It's very benevolent in how it is engineered, and so it wants you to succeed at the highest level, and it will meet you wherever you're at. So just use it accordingly. The last one, this was cool. I had a DNA analysis done, a full DNA analysis. I uploaded my DNA, the PDF and stuff, into ChatGPT, and now based on that, I have like a personalized training plan, personalized diet, which exercises to use, which foods to avoid. Uh, what you can do is like I taking just for myself, just take progress pictures of the gym, and from workout to workout it will remember what you have seen, and it'll be like, oh, I'm seeing development in your upper chest and what I would recommend going forward, blah blah blah. So you can literally use it for anything. I don't know how to use my hands mechanically, but I'll just take a screenshot. Hey, ChatGPT, I don't know anything about cars, help me change my oil. It'll be like, okay, here's a step-by-step breakdown, blah blah blah. So I'll
Sammy,
get
quick
into,
question.
yeah.
Very quick question. What you just shared, the photos and the different ways, are you using them all into this exact same spot that you've been showing us so far, or the 4.0, or are you using different variations of it for different things?
I've mainly used 4.0.
Okay.
4.5 is actually, you can see here, it's in, I believe if you have the full team version, you have access to 4.5. But what's really wild about all of this is that all of these different, like we're at 4.5. Imagine when GPT 17 comes out. It's going to be able to like do your dishes for you or something. I don't know. But so I wanted to get back into the deep research. So um so you can see two simple prompts. I'm doing a presentation, McKinsey level. I did I used O3. Down in here, let's see. Oh, I'm still sharing my screen. Yes. Okay. Um, Answered this very quickly. And based on this, in 9 minutes, it has 21 sources and 135 searches. And it's come up with this comprehensive analysis of Team Mojo. So let's see here. So at a quick glance through, you can see it's very thorough and detailed. And this is, you saw how quickly we did this. So now, Carrie, it was your business, right?
Find my mute button. Yes.
So based on a quick little scan of everything here. How accurate would you say the data is?
Well, it's moving pretty fast, but like the
Yeah,
top
I'll
part,
leave it here.
that's okay. The top part that I read, like mission and expertise, is strong, but need better, sharper positioning. I'd say that's accurate. Um, website performance, yeah, I know that there's room to move because of the platform I'm on. Content, yeah, I need to spend more time on that for sure. So I wouldn't say there's surprises. I'm very curious to dig in and start like asking it, okay, where should I go deeper? Where are those holes? So,
Well, let's ask
um,
it.
okay.
Based on this excellent summary, provide me 5 high leverage improvements I can implement today. Oh, see, this is where I like to go back to 04 because it's now thinking and it's a little bit more thorough in its thought in 03.
Okay.
But here, so 5 move the needle tweaks you can knock out today. Sharpen
Sweet.
the homepage hero. Drop a testimonial above the fold. So, I mean, if this isn't landing, you could just prompt it differently and get the answers you want. But I did this last night for Grow as well, and for another project I'm working on, and it's just amazing the level of detail it can go into in such a quick way. And this is just a very quick McKinsey level consultancy thing, which are valued at like $250,000, and I just did it for free. So you can just see how, to the point of fear around AI taking jobs, my stance that I will continue to hone in on is it is going to take jobs. However, if you are on the cutting edge in implementing AI, then you'll be bulletproof as well. Um, so yeah, that is at the end. If you want to connect or you want the slide deck, shoot me an email, sammy@sammypaley.ca. I would love to connect with all of you on LinkedIn.
Can you share the prompt link so I can get what you just created?
Oh yeah. Let's
Like
see.
just hit share there on the right side. Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah.
this will give you access to the full chat. So
Yeah, that's perfect. I have the pro version, so it's okay. I'll be able to see everything.
excellent.
Thank
So I'll
you.
stop sharing my screen now. Let's see.
And the link to Sam, your link tree is in the chat for people to get
Oh,
your quick
excellent.
links to connect with you.
We have 18 minutes left in the call, so this is your guys' time to hash anything out you want to hash out.
I've got one. I know that this is pretty trendy stuff. So, is there a place or a page or any sort of trends that you follow to keep up with the latest updates? Because they get pretty wild.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing, right? Is how do I keep up with everything? And so, in terms of recommendation, I would just ask ChatGPT. That's the best way to do it. Just, hey, give me. I mean, we could do it now if you wanted, but it's give me a high level overview of everything that's happening in AI. I am subscribed to a few newsletters that kind of just give me like a 2 minute digestible, bite sized use. Let me go pull up what those are. The Rundown AI is great. So I can, let's see. If anyone knows how to add links from emails in here. I know quite a bit about tech, but I don't know everything. Let's see.
Sam, I'll look them up and drop them in the chat. What is the website? Run.
Here, I got it here. I'll
You
send
have
it in
it?
the chat
Okay.
here. But I mean, there's so many different ways you can stay up to date, and I would try to eliminate as humans, we always want to be on top of things, and that's why AI has struck so many chords because of the uncertainty it breeds. But you're not going to be able to keep up with how fast it moves. It's moving at a rate that's very hard for us to comprehend. But if you just all of you being here today is putting you ahead of the majority of people, and so if you just use it authentically like you and just play around with it, you can learn a lot very quickly. Pause. So, any other questions, thoughts, concerns, excitement?
I'll ask one more, hopefully quick one. All the projects that you have on the side, if you wanted to go into a project and continue working on that project, is it as simple as going into the folder and continuing the chat from there, or is there a
Great
process?
question. Yeah, so I'll share my screen again. So what we can do is, it's a feature I love. So if you click new project, actually we can just use, I have one for Grow, I think. Here it is. So within here, with projects and everything specifically you can do within the projects, it will keep track of the memory of each of the projects, but you can also add in files. So like if we wanted to have, well, we can add in here, this transcription of things. So now all of the chats will have access to this transcription. Add instructions. So what we could do is, again, take a screenshot in this chat and be like, this is for grow.ca and I am an AI advisor. Please tailor my instructions to be as high leverage and clear as possible for maximum impact. And then what we'll do is we'll take what this puts into here. Respond with concise, high leverage insights tailored for first time, blah, blah, blah. And because we have done a full deep analysis and with the memory feature, it now remembers all of that. And so what we can do is now go back into Grow, into here, into add instructions, copy paste. And now you'll see everything. I want to try something out here. So end every prompt by saying something funny.
Mhm. So you're kind of teaching it a sub tone, right? A very specific tone just
Yeah.
for that specific project.
Exactly. So what you'd want to do is, because I have a few different clients that I'm working with, and by the way, if any of you want me to do like an AI consultation or anything like that, send me an email and we could set something up. But let's see if it, final punchline. This whole thing was one giant AI. Sometimes it's not very funny, but you can see that based on the instructions, it did exactly what we wanted. So, yeah, great question. Laura, I'll hand it back to you for the all. You're the voice that we all follow here. So take us away.
Well, Sam, thank you for that. Every time I talk with you, I learn more, and I appreciate that. And we had a note in the comments that we want to see more of you on a regular basis and help us as AI develops to be our coach along the way and support us in our development. So I appreciate, and I think I can speak for all of us, we appreciate your insights today and your demonstration and look forward to your next session. So
Thank you all. And please, if you have any, if you want any help with anything, like, we're all here to support each other, and let's actually take advantage of that. So I've added many of you on LinkedIn, and if you haven't, if we're not connected, please reach out. And yeah, I'm super excited to just be useful to you all and steal as much wisdom from you as I can.
Wonderful. And to let everyone know, it will be recorded and up on our website soon. And I'll send out the email when all of those are ready. And Sam, again, and thank you everyone for joining us.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks,
Thank you
Sam.
all.